We're gonna do this rapid fire video.
2,000 years later.
And so April Lee Wax Queen is her channel. Where is her tag? She put her questions in here. Okay. So she tagged me and I was like, you guys, this was, because I'm a slacker, this was 10 days ago. So April, yeah, sorry about that. Such is life. So we're gonna rapid fire these. I'm gonna try not to think too much because I'm assuming that's what she's trying to elicit, is me not using my brain and thinking too hard. So the first question is, candles or wax melts? Wax melts would be my number one. I've been getting more into candles, but definitely my channel, I started it because of Scentsy. And well, I started my channel because I was doing Scentsy for, let's see, I started in August of 2020, and by the winter, they just didn't have a lot of bakery scents. You know, they do well with pumpkin, but then by that point I wanted more bakery. Couldn't find it, and then I ventured into vendor wax in the winter, January of 2021. So I would say, because I have kids, that has been like more of my focus, wax melts, because candles. Now my kids are older, so when I used to do Scentsy, when my son was real little, my boys were little, like 2004, 2000, my first warmer I think was my wedding warmer, so that would be 2004, I believe. And so then I wasn't doing candles because of the little kids. So it's just primarily been wax melts. Do I like candles more now? Yes, I do. Okay, number two is woodsy or fruity scents. Where is bakery, April? Because that's what I know that I think a couple of them created this tag, but where's the bakery? If you're gonna ask me between those two, I would have to say probably fruity. I do like a lot of woodsy scents, but I feel like when you look at my bakery, it's a lot of fruity bakery. It's a lot of, I love melon, I love fruit scents, so I guess fruity, but that wouldn't be my primary like love. But I'll do fruity if nothing else. All right, let's see. Spring, summer, or fall? Winston was trying to get over here and he couldn't reach me, so yeah, he wasn't happy. Okay, so number three is spring, summer, or fall, winter blends. I just like bakery, so I don't care what season it is. Okay. I'm gonna say fall, winter, because I feel like that's when a lot of the bakery heavy scents come out. So I'm gonna say that. Although if you ask me which season I prefer, you know that I love summer. So summer is my whole, like, I love summer. Eat, breathe, like sleep summer. But if you're asking me wax, I think fall, winter has more bakery blends. So I'm gonna say that just for that reason alone. Hot plate or Scentsy warmers? Scentsy warmers. I have a few hot plates from other companies, but Scentsy's hot plates or their element warmers do very well. So 99% of my warmers are Scentsy. As you can see all around me, these are all Scentsy warmers. Yes. Yeah, even the Angel one, I've never used it, so don't ask me about performance. I got that because of my son. But all of these are Scentsy. This is a beast of a performer too. Mosaics do amazing. Chef's kiss. So yeah, Scentsy. Like I said, I honestly rarely use anything else. I don't even know right now. I don't think I have one other company warmer on. So it's all Scentsy right now. Okay, so number 6 is, would you prefer to buy multiple smaller size wax or loaves of a scent you love? I have decided smaller. Because, oh, Winston, do you want to come up here? For the reason, now I can actually hold you this time because I'm not doing candles. For the reason being that it's nicer to finish items. So I'd rather do a souffle a couple times in my open concept than have this major loaf open. It takes up a lot more space. Then have 2 souffles, which if you saw my last Teddy Bees hauls, that's kind of what I did. I don't think I ordered any loaves except one, so I'd rather do souffles or tubs. Souffles, if they're generally my souffles I prefer in my bedroom, bathroom areas, and then tubs, I will do half of that in my open concept. Price breakdown, that's probably the same as having to use a full bar of Scentsy in my open concept. So for me lately, I have switched away from loaves and have gone with souffles or tubs or smaller sizes. I just can't handle the space it takes. I have a wax collection. I think that really is I feel like most people are going away from those loaves. I feel like a lot of us, the videos I see, people are just trying to like hone in on what they really love, and they're doing those smaller sizes. And yeah, I that's what I like. Number 7, least favorite scent note in wax. Patchouli is one. Dirt. Blah. Patchouli is earthy and dirt is dirt. Like I've done a what's that video? My series that I have done, but I haven't done in a long time. Let's Talk. So my first video ever of Let's Talk, the series I did was dirt scents, all different varieties. I don't mind a little bit of dirt in a scent where you just get a little bit of it. Like Rocky Top Waxwork does a scent called I Dropped the Dirt Cake. Now she hasn't done it since last year. I have 2 clams. I absolutely love it. It's like this fruity cake scent, and then there's this hint of dirt. It's really weird, but it's like so good because it's like you literally did drop your cake in dirt, and I like that. I like fruity scents with grass and a little bit of dirt. Now petrichor is like you fell in a pile of dirt and there's worms. Like that is what the worm bucket. That's what petrichor smells like to me. So patchouli, I don't like earthiness of it. It gives me the dirt smell. That's what I pick up on. And then you get petrichor. Those are 2 that I do not, nope, don't like them. Again, I watched Edda's video and she loves patchouli and Nag Champa. So I just laugh because we all have differences and that's what makes this world amazing and great. Okay, number 8, most underrated scent blend. Is that like just a scent? Easter Parade from Sassy Girl Aroma. That is like, a lot of people are afraid of grapefruit, and I think I've talked a lot about that, and I think people are enjoying it because I've just said, please just try it. I feel like that is one where people are just like I said, they just get afraid of a grapefruit scent, but her scent is a ruby red grapefruit. It's not this terrible perfumey lackluster grapefruit. It is like the essence of drinking a ruby red and then adding, what is it, whipped cream and vanilla or something. Perfect. What scent blend? I think that's what they mean. Or I guess I don't know what else they would mean. And I watched her video a bit ago and I watched Edda's, but sometimes you forget, like, what did they say? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I love that I feel like is underrated. Well, I couldn't say Beach Nights because Beach Nights is like so good. How about I say maybe as a blend, Marsala Chai? I feel like that is excellent. You can mix that with, I've done so many customs with lavender and speckles. I feel like it mixes well with her pine cones and spice, which is a love of mine. I feel like that was underrated when she first started making that. I think I've been buying from Beth for a couple of years now, and that scent note blend was like not being used, but now it really is. And then Marsala Chai, I feel like that is starting to come around more, and I've done so many great blends with Beth with that because it's just such a beautiful, yummy Marsala Chai scent note. And then I don't really know if there's any other one. I'm always going to go for bakery kind of scents. Just trying to think if there's any other ones that I really enjoy that I feel like is maybe more underrated. I love melon scents, like cantaloupe, honeydew, that kind of, and watermelon. Those are really good. I love those kind of fruity scents. So, all right. The last scent you warmed. Okay, so not burned. Let's see, warmed. Oh, the one that's in my bathroom right now is Scentsy's Lilo and Stitch, the new bar. That's like mango, papaya, something. Very good, not a love. I'm enjoying it truly, but it's not one that I'm gonna club. I think there's a little bit of floral in that one, but it's good. It's just not. I don't know that it would be something that I would need to club because Scentsy does charge more for the Disney bars, which I think is ridiculous. And so that is the last one I've warmed. I've been doing a lot of candles this week, or yesterday and today, because I'm home. And so I've just been doing more candles, honestly. And the last candle that I burned, the 2 that I did yesterday for the 4th of July was the Bottle Rocket from Kringle. And then I would do that for 3 hours. And then I would blow that one out. And then I would do Firecracker Pop from Bath and Body Works. And I did that on and off all day. So yeah, those were candles I burned. Okay. Do you double bag? Yes, I do. I I don't honestly, do I know if it helps or not? No. I did see in Edda's video, she does double bag and some of them she doesn't. And which is a good point. Lavender and Speckles and the Candle Nurse, and she said the same thing. Those are the two that use heavier, sturdier, like they're really thick bags. So I agree with her. I don't think you need to. But for like my supercharged, some of those blends I've had for a couple years. So I have double bagged those. And then, you want to lay down, honey? There, lay down. So those ones I have double bagged because I do have a larger collection, and so I just want to make sure whatever I can do to hopefully help the scent. I don't know. Does it work? I feel like I've had good luck with double bagging. So yeah, everything else, even my tubs from Teddy B's, I double bag. I put that in another bag. So I do double bag everything except, like she said, my Candle Nurse and Lavender Speckles have those really thick bags. There's a couple other ones that sometimes like I bought like from newer vendors and they will, but I can't think of them off my like the top of my head. But yes, I generally do. Okay, let's see. Number 12, do you store by vendor or season? I do vendor. Um the so it's just easier that way because when I'm grabbing from like, and if I'm pulling, I just go to that vendor, I grab the ones I want. Now, the only difference I will tell you is my Christmas scents are together in a dresser over here because when you do the pre-orders, and they're specific for the holidays, I can just go to there and then I can find them all. And because they do a lot of mint, tree notes, bakery, I just feel like they kind of all, I feel like I want to keep those scents away because they can be really strong. I want to keep those away from my other ones. So, coffee would be another one. When I first started buying wax, I bought coffee, but I found I really don't love coffee scents. So when I pretty much don't only have a few coffee scents left in my collection. So when I first started though, I did have those separate in a bin as well because they're very strong and I didn't want those like being next to anything else. But other than that, no, it's by vendor except Christmas. Christmas, I love Christmas. That's like my season. I love Christmas. So I love just going in there. Like I said, I just love when these vendors do Christmas pre-orders because then I can just sit and smell all the different ones and then I can compare them. Like if one vendor has a scent that's similar to this other one and I have both of them, then I don't need to order. Or if I know they're similar, then I just look, okay, do I have that one that I know is similar? And then I don't go buy another one because I already have a scent like that. Okay, top 3 favorite scent categories. Bakery. Bakery. Bakery, okay, number 1. Floral, fruity. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I'm going to say that. Yeah, floral is a new one for me. I'm enjoying just all the different varieties, and that includes fruity floral. It includes just true beautiful fruits or floral scents that have like just that are exceptional and they're blended well. I think floral, I wish more vendors did floral and I wish they went outside of their box, like by adding like, just vanilla, sugar, beach nights, just doing different floral blends. There's a lot of us that like floral and I just feel like that's definitely one, like Etta said, she likes Nag Champa and there's not a lot of vendors who do that. It's just like, I feel like floral is probably one of those where you say patchouli, Nag Champa kind of blends. Palo Santo has gotten very popular. So I feel like that when I first started buying vendor wax, Palo was like the one that most people didn't have. So I'm gonna say bakery, floral, fruity. Yeah, because I love so many fruity blends. Okay. Blend or single note? Blend. Single notes are boring. I don't want to spend my money on boring scents. Like I don't want, and I don't care if that means like a single scent oil that you got like beach nights. I don't want beach nights. I want you to use your expertise and I want you to knock my socks off as a vendor with your version of what beach nights could be. I just generally rarely buy a scent oil alone. Beach Nights is one from Sassy Girl Aroma that I absolutely love her Beach Nights. So that is one that I actually have and that I do repurchase. But most of them, I want them. I want the vendor to use their skill. I want to see what they envision for a scent, and I want to, I'm hoping they challenge themselves. So absolutely a blend. I mean, because let's be real, if I wanted a single scent oil, I could just make my own wax and do single oils, but that's just not what I want. I want them to challenge like my mind and what I'm smelling and my sensory palette. Like I just want to be blown away by what they create and what they envisioned for what that scent can be with all the different notes. Okay, 15. Strong thrower or soft and subtle. Strong. Blow me out of the house. I want to be sitting outside and like my windows are open and I can smell a scent. Like that is what I want. Also, I think that when you do scent so much in your house, you almost do become a little bit blind or to a scent. So I feel like sometimes we need to be challenged. So that's why I like to do different scents in different areas sometimes, just so you can really, you're making sure that you are smelling what you put in. But yeah, definitely I am going through my collection. I hate saying that, but it is. Okay, it is what it is. I am been going through and I'm going to destash anything that I feel isn't at least medium because although I appreciate and applaud vendors for trying, if a scent isn't going to do well for me and my space, I just need to stop buying from that vendor, regardless of who they are or whatnot. Because there's a few now that lately that I'm just like, I'm done. I just can't do it anymore. I've been buying wax for long enough. And honestly, with some great vendors I have that just are a 10 out of 10, 98% of the time, that's just what I need to focus on. So, yeah. Morning, okay, 16, morning or evening melter. Okay, well, I work 4 days a week, so I'm going to say evening because 4 days of the week I'm gone. I do warm wax at work, but that's like, yeah, it's one scent. It's not like there's one in my bathroom, there's one in my bedroom, there's one in my laundry room, there's my husband's bathroom, the upstairs. So I would say evening. I usually get home from work and I will change the wax, and then if the warmers stay on, they stay on until the next evening when I come home. So that's pretty much what I do. On the weekends, morning, you bet. Morning, I am up. Every day I'm off. In the morning, I will go through the 3 days that I'm off and I will change everything in the morning. So it just really depends if I'm working or not. Name the first three scents that come to mind. Easter Parade, Christmas at Santa's, and any beach night blend. There you go. That's it. Yeah. I if you got beach night from Lavender and Speckles to Sassy Girl, like I'm there. I love it. So yeah, but there you go. Beach nights is hard because I was like thinking in my head, like, wait, this one has beach nights, this one has beach nights, just beach nights blends. Okay, 18. Fresh linen or sweet bakery. Hello, bakery. Did I have to answer that one? Because I'm pretty sure that you know me. Okay, 19. What is a heartbreak scent you can no longer get? I think you probably know the answer to this one as well. Just say it with me. Vanilla Waves from Scentsy. Oh, why? Now, I did share it in my Goose Creek haul. I don't know what video will go up first that I did find their Vanilla Sands. I'll put it here, a picture of it. That is a dupe for Vanilla Waves. I'm so ecstatic that I finally have that. Now, do I know if they're going to keep that forever? No, I don't. Am I going to order some more? Yes, I am, because Vanilla Waves. Until that comes back, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've got a good stash of everything else in my life that I'm happy about, or it's in my club. So yeah, that's it. Okay, for vendor, the melted mousse, evenings with Andrew is one a custom her and I did for my son, and then she has the strawberry jello one, and I can't remember exactly the name of hers, but that was a love of mine as well. Yeah, so those are the ones I can think of because again, she's not pouring right now. She is I don't want to share people's lives, but she is going through her own journey, and so she is not pouring right now. I would love for her to pour again. That would be amazing. She's the first vendor I bought from. I think it was Kay's, but yeah, I love her wax. 21. Do you track what you've been warming? As far as like a spreadsheet, I have one, but I have too much in my life. I don't have time to go and update that thing. I tried. I really did. It's a beautiful Excel spreadsheet. I did well until this winter when I had to get, my son graduated. I did his party. We just did his party on the 29th. So that's done. So like getting that took precedent over like, oh, I got to go update a spreadsheet and I don't have this scent anymore. And how many did I warm this month? I keep track of how many I emptied, but like I haven't updated my spreadsheet on what's out of my inventory or collection versus not. Maybe, this fall I will, but when it's summertime, I don't want to be inside. I don't want to sit and count my wax. I don't care. Like, no, I don't anymore. I wish I was that organized. I don't care. 22, try to dupe or buy the original. I'll do a dupe. You guys have seen my Middle Eastern perfume dupes. They do great ones. Vendors do great dupes. Sassy Girl Aroma does perfumes. So I will buy a dupe. Who cares? Who cares? I'm not about that. I'm not that bougie. As long as it works, then it's great. Now, if I bought a dupe, let's say, and whether it's wax or perfume or what else, like purses, I bought those before as a dupe, a knockoff. I've also have originals and purses. Yeah, definitely the originals are better quality. As far as like perfumes or wax or candles, I'll buy anything that's a dupe. I could care less unless I get it and it doesn't do well. Like my Cirque du Soleil, that perfume is like Carnival Cotton Candy awesomeness. It's their first, I believe it was their first perfume that they did. And now they have like the travel size. When I bought it, however long ago, was it maybe a year? They now have, like I said, the 10 ml or 15 ml, I think it is. I would love for that to be duped. And I am literally almost halfway to that perfume because it's that good and it lasts on me all day. I can smell that on me. When I leave work, I can still smell like more of the caramel with a little bit of like apple, but it is exceptional. So if I bought a dupe and that wasn't as good, I would say buy the original. But if you're going to try both and one is better than the other, then who cares? I don't care. And honestly, even for purses, the only reason I know that is because I've had different, knockoff, high end one. And again, but if somebody had a knockoff, I wouldn't notice it. I just know personal wise, like the inside lasts longer, the leather, like things like that. But I wouldn't look at somebody and be like, oh, that's a knockoff. And I don't care. Like, I don't care. Don't care. I have teaks that are $200, $225 shoes, and I've tried the knockoffs and they're not comfortable, but my teaks I wear to work every day. I have 3 colors. I would like the highlighter yellow one, I think it is that they have. I'm tempted to buy that one. So again, hit or miss, but you know what I mean? Like, but I don't care what people wear. But for me, I've tried some and then I like the original better. And like, as far as the teaks and the purse goes, those are the only real things I'll say. But do I care what people wear, have? No, I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. It doesn't matter to me. You spend your money on what makes you happy. Life is too short. 23, a scent you didn't expect to love, but now do. Palo Santo, I'm just going to say, because that one is very polarizing in the sense of some vendors do a masculine Palo. Is that Etta says Palo Santo. She like enunciates it. Palo Santo, I just say it wrong, but I say it as a Wisconsin, close to Canada person. So like I say bag. People and my friends in California say I say bag wrong, but where they say bag and I say bag. Get your bag. And they say bag. I probably still say it wrong. So anyway, I would say that Palo Santo, because when I first bought it, I got a masculine version. And I was like, I do not understand the hype in this. And then I tried several others. And my favorite still is Lavender and Speckles. She nails her Palo. It's creamy. It's exceptional. That one is one that I know that I'm just trying to think of my other, like my drawers over here, like what I have. She's my favorite. That's just my favorite because it's creamy. But again, I've tried the masculine and that's just not me. But if your preference is the opposite, you could like the more Apollo that's masculine. Rose Girls has a very heavy masculine lean. I don't like hers at all. But I've tried both. See, so now I know. So that is one I'm going to say that I didn't like. And then I will tell you, Britta's Creepy Treasure has The Exorcist. And there's patchouli in that. And I asked her once, what in the world is your witchcraft with how in the world do I like a patchouli scent? She said she has a very good patchouli. She does. That is the only patchouli scent I like is The Exorcist. If you don't have it and you are not a patchouli person like me, buy The Exorcist. It is exceptional, exceptional. So, and those are two again that it depends what you spend your money on and how they do. There you go. I think that's all. That's enough. I'm done blabbing on that one. 24 seasonal melter or mood melter. I don't know. I just melt mood. I melt whatever I want. Yep, that's my mood. If I'm feeling like, if you're like, when I talked about like an angry melt, sometimes you get a scent and you're just crabby and like I'm feeling so perplexed and angry. Like the red wedding is just deep, it's dark, it's complex, it's got all these different facets in it, and that's what I'm feeling. So then I'm like, where's my red wedding? And then some days I'm like, I'm loving life, I'm happy, I'm joyful. Whereas the Easter Parade by Sassy Girl Aroma, I'm feeling chill. Where's my beach night blends? I'll take them from Sassy Girl, Teddy B's, Lavender and Speckles, or like it's a nice hot day, I'm gonna grab Super Tarts Jaws. Like, yeah, I'm a mood girl. I am a mood girl. The only exception I will say is that I don't do Christmas out of Christmas. Trees, Christmas, that belongs with Christmas. And I think that's and I don't know, but if you are a mood melter, do you do Christmas outside of Christmas season? Because for me, those scents evoke memories and I love Christmas. You guys, my house every year is like, how can I make it more Christmas? How can I make it look like even like more of a Hallmark movie? Like that is my goal. And my kids call it a Hallmark house. Yes, it is. I would love more outdoor stuff, but I'm the only one in the neighborhood who's like got the game. But it's not even the cool game. I would love it to be like 100 times more. But so that's the only one that I don't do outside because again, that's a mood, right? Because that's like a Christmas mood vibe. You got to be, but it has to be at Christmas time. Okay, one more. I guess there's two more. 25. Because then there's a bonus question. 25 is Scentsy Club or stock up all at once. I've changed. I say stock up. So because Scentsy, here's the one thing, if they changed about club, I would say club. So I think if this is what Scentsy should do in my mind, okay? It reminds me of Amazon, okay? Let's say you have your club and it's a bi-monthly. But let's say this month I need some toasted marshmallow. I don't have any more of that left, but it's in one of my clubs. And it's like a $300 club. I'm not going to ship it to myself because some of those bars I have like 5 bars of. Well, I don't want them, but I would love to have strawberry swirl, toasted marshmallow, satin sheets. That's in that specific club. And bed and breakfast is in there, and I stocked up because they had that in clearance one time. So like, I wish they were like Amazon Prime where I could say this month, this is the scents I want. Because let's say they're reserved. They're in my club, right? I made sure they were in my club. Didn't drop them. I want to throw that into this month and I want to order just those scents this month. I would 100% probably get a club every month if you could pull and pull back. Like if you could just play with your club like I can do with my Amazon monthly orders. That is where I wish the club would be different. I have already given my idea share. I've heard multiple people say that they wish there was more flexibility with club because they too would ship their club. So I do have a club hack. I'll try to post that video link in the description, and it works for me, and I've been doing it for a while. If Scentsy changes that, then fine. Then I will probably get rid of my club, and I don't care. So I wish that they would try to think about what as consumers we like. And then otherwise now the last year I've stocked up. So like with Bring Back My Bar, I'm going to order 6 of apples and oats because that will get me probably a couple of years because I have a lot of wax, a lot of candles. I'm good. 6 will get me for 2 years probably. Because it's not like I do it every month. I'll do it maybe twice a year, right? So 6 will get me by. That's where I think Scentsy's losing business. Like, again, it just blows my mind. Amazon is a billion-dollar company and Scentsy's going this way. Hello, when you make change can be good. It doesn't always have to be bad. So now I've decided I'm just going to stock up. So that was my probably longest answer, but there you go. Bonus question, scents that make you nostalgic or relaxed. I kind of talked about that with the mood. So I'm not going to go into that because we all have those scents that evoke memories. Like, of childhood or Christmas time, or sometimes it can be a loss, like my scents that I've created with um, the Melted Moose, Evenings with Andrew, and then Beth from the Lavender and Speckles helped me with Buddy for Life. That's my one for my son Andrew. I've done other customs. So those kind of things, I love that when vendors will work with you to create something that will elicit a memory, whether, like my portrait scent from Lavender and Speckles, it's about sitting outside in the summer with a tea and you're smelling the florals. It's like a burst of outdoors. You get a little bit of grass, you get the floral scents, but you also get that amazing, tea that just reminds you of the summer. So I think there's so many amazing blends that luckily, Kay's does customs. Lavender and Speckles does. Who else does customs I'm thinking of? Dessa's does customs. I said Kay's. So I know I'm forgetting some, you guys. I'm sorry, I don't mean to, but this is what happens when you don't write down notes and you just go on the whim, which is like tag you're it. What is she call this tag is rapid fire. I'm not thinking, I'm just telling you. So I think for me, I definitely do I think those scents to me mean a lot more because you help create them with the vendors. Obviously, their experience, their knowledge, because they're the ones who are there. They can smell the different testers. They can really get a vibe of what goes together, if this one works or doesn't work. I feel like that's the fun part about doing those customs is that you really get their help and their expertise to make that sense something that you want to smell. And then when you get it and it just elicits those memories, whether it's good or bad, because it's not that the scents I did in honor of my son, it's hard, but I also think about those beautiful moments in the summer with him and in the baby carrier, and he's finally falling asleep because he's having seizures and you're just trying to get him to be quiet and have rest for his poor little brain that won't stop seizing, and you're just like, okay, now I can breathe, as you're sitting by the fire and your kids are laughing and melting s'mores. Like, isn't that what it's about? Like, that's what a scent can do for you, good or bad. So I'm very thankful for him and those memories. So that is my rapid fire. Random, raw, and real, right? So if you haven't done this and you have a channel, I want to say tag your it. Now, you know what? I would just love to see, like Tracy from Three Wick Candle Thesis, I would love to see her do this from like a candle perspective. Summer from the Fragrance Junkie, because I don't think she's done this. And again, she might have different perspectives because candles. And for the wax community, I know a lot of y'all have done it. So I would just love for you to do it if you're in the wax community. So tag your it. With that being said, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.